Hello and welcome to your in-depth weekly horoscope forecast for week commencing the 20th of January for the Sun or the Ascendant. If you're new to my channel, I'd be honoured if you would subscribe. This week begins with the Sun just on the cusp of leaving the sign of Capricorn, and by Tuesday it makes its way into Aquarius, the 11th sign of the Zodiac. It is fixed, it's governed by Saturn, the same ruler as Capricorn, but also Uranus. Now that's ironic because immediately this week the Sun goes into a right angle with Uranus in the sign of Taurus. So both are fixed, and that can lead to a sustained approach, but also it can lead to a little bit of inflexibility. So one of the things we can do to deal with the potential for tension that this right angle does create is just try to go with things a little bit. But certainly the Sun moving into Aquarius, where there is already Mercury, does give us an opportunity to think more socially, to pick up the speed of things when it comes to our interactions with others. Mercury is also going to be forging a brilliant angle to Mars in the second half of this week. This gives us a clarity of thought in Aquarius, where Mercury is exalted, and Mars in Sagittarius is very much about expansion. So we could find ourselves traveling with friends or communicating with people at a distance. Now, Mars does continue its semi-sextile with Jupiter, which is brilliant. So if you are applying for jobs at a distance or in a different locality, this can be a very helpful influence. It gives us a sense of encouragement. Now, there is going to be a new moon which occurs on Friday in the sign of Aquarius. Of course, it's still squaring up with Uranus. So for the following month, our social plans and ideas need to take into account that perhaps someone close to us, a friend, or may have a different take on something, a different approach to finances, or perhaps we are going to reevaluate our values, which is governed by Aquarius, but in the physical sense by Taurus, because that's to do with everyday money. Now, it is also true that Venus in the last 2 days of this week is going to be aligning alongside Neptune. And also Mars does go into a right angle with Neptune, and therefore also with Venus, as this week draws to a close. So if there is somebody that we're drawn to, that we find very attractive and very alluring, it's probably best, especially if it's something that's moving quite quickly, Mars in Sagittarius, quite swift energy, that we just kind of really assimilate what this might be about. Venus conjunct Neptune can be a sign of true love if people are lucky enough to meet when this is happening, but it also can see us kidding ourselves about how good someone is, or someone we can put on a pedestal, we find out that actually they've got clay feet just like the rest of us. So it is important to understand anything to do with details, clarity and trust as this week draws to a close. But this friendlier vibe is coming in through the guise of the Sun and Mercury in the sign of Aquarius. Your specific forecast, Sagittarius, shows that your ruler Jupiter continues its connection to Mars in your own sign. What you do individually, what you choose to have control over, and where you thrust forwards positively can bring a reward to you financially. The last few years may have been quite bruising as far as your income is concerned. There is a chance for some bounce back now. Also, Mars is forging a great link with Mercury in the second half of this week, where you can convey your ideas with clarity and passion. Someone can listen. With the Sun entering your sector of everyday communications, that's good too. But it does clash with Uranus, and that can create some nervous tension. You can't pack everything into your week, so it is going to be important to prioritise. But some archers may be thinking about a new mode of transport in the next month on the back of the new moon of Friday. But the combination between Venus and Neptune, as this week draws to a close, could see you much more sentimental and emotional about a family or a home-based issue. If you are wanting to splash some money in the sales, it could be on an item for your home that does add comfort to the fabric of your environment. If you'd like to elevate your knowledge way beyond your zodiac sign and learn what the next 12 months will hold, please see the link beneath this video. You can order your 12-month horoscope forecast and your character analysis and get 30% off. But for now, good luck and goodbye.